31 days. Listen to me. We have done 31 days consecutively on Royal Caribbean ships.
Yes, we have.
Hey everybody, my name is G Brown, G Brown the Lifestyle Changer, and
I'm Frederick Brown, the husband.
And you are hanging with the Browns as we travel to retire. I want you to explain a little bit about why we're doing this. How did you get me on this?
Well, it's all centered around casino offers. And when we first embarked upon this journey, the casino offers that we were getting predominantly were on some of the smaller ships. Even though I personally, in the past, before doing this, preferred, the big mega ships, I thought. But we're going to talk a little bit more about this. But it had to do with casino offers.
Yeah, the casino offers. Let me just say real quick, in 2025, we already have been on 11 cruises. This tomorrow we get off of here, so 11 cruises. It's just May. All right.
Yeah.
So we have 33 booked for the year. On this one,
it's still counting.
And still counting.
It's still counting.
Yeah.
Because the offers are still coming in.
The offers are still coming in.
We're beginning to build 2026 as we speak. So
yeah, on the channel you can see where he shares his tips on how it is that he does this. And like he said, in the beginning we were getting some of the smaller ship offers, and then you might think, yeah, but are you gonna win some money? I'm here to tell you, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. This is not a story. This is me. First of all, I think I'm lucky. Time I walk by somebody on the machine say ding 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 ding, and honey, it just boosts my confidence up.
Yeah.
Well, this ding 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 ding, this man hit on the very last one a mini and got $500 for the mini, but then that made him eligible for the grand. Y'all, I stood there and watched this man win $60,000 on this little bitty ship. So if you ever concerned about the ship and the casinos, I feel better on the ship with the casinos than I do on land, but that's just my personal opinion. So we're gonna dive a little bit into what this was like for us, right? The mid-size ship, how we liked it, how this is going. Is this for you? Keep in mind, we're not vacationing. We're living on the ship.
Yeah, we are.
And so I know some other channels, you have people that are trying this, and this is what we're doing. And I'm happy. And let me just give you an overview. The next time we're out, 58 days on the water.
Coming up
shortly. But those, because the offers were getting better, are on larger ships.
Yeah.
But I don't care where you are on the ship. You're here. Be happy. The view, because see, that's the dining room behind us. We're sitting at the window, and all I'm looking at is the ocean. This is ocean front. This is remarkable. This is remarkable.
Is.
Let's keep on. So, go ahead. Port to port. Tell us how we do that. Because he's the one, I just show up.
Yeah, basically, having a plan for the transition is key. Considering the amount of time that we spend on these ships, we have 3 large suitcases, pretty much. 2 large and a mid-sized suitcase. And where we each share one of the largest suitcases for our clothes. One of the things that we talk about amongst ourselves is how this journey has helped us really fine-tune what we think we need. Oftentimes if you go on a cruise, you're packing extra clothing and a lot of them things that you may not need or may want to do because you don't do it very often. But when you're living on a ship, it's different, right? So the packing is different, and that's one of the things that we learned. But transitioning from port to port was key, because what we did when we had a situation where we left maybe a 5 or 6 night cruise and jumped on a 3-day weekend cruise, we tried to pack so that we only need to take 1 suitcase on, right?
Let me add this. one of the reasons why we did a 3-nighter, it was cheaper to be on the ship than in a hotel, because keep in mind, everything is covered on this ship.
Right. Where what she's, just to elaborate a little more, what she says is that when I looked at a 3-day weekend hotel cost as a transition from one cruise ship to the next, that was over $600. And that didn't include food, it didn't include parking, it didn't include any of those things. But I was able to get or book a 3-day cruise over the weekend, which was less than the $600, which included all our food, which included entertainment and those kinds of things.
Everything.
So the cost was a lot more affordable than just staying in a hotel. So that's one of the reasons why we kind of hop from place to place and port to port, but that transition is key, and a little planning made a difference, because when we did those 3-day weekend cruises, we didn't need all 3 bags of luggage, right? So what we did, we were able to leave the bulk of the luggage in the car, take our small suitcase on, get on, have our weekend, and then when we come off, it's back to living. And so this week, it's back to living, from ship to ship. And again, port to port, the transition, if you look, maybe you can post our Bermuda Triangle, right? Florida Triangle, right? Tampa, Port Canaveral, and Fort Lauderdale, that triangle there. And the reasoning behind doing that has to do with
the logistics, how simple it is.
Yeah, but we were really committed to Royal.
Yes.
And we could have done this and changed cruise lines and probably stayed at a port, and cut down on minimize the travel, but that's not what we're trying to do. So in addition to getting these free cruises, accumulating points, we're also accumulating and progressing in our Royal Caribbean Crown and Anchor status, right?
Next is Pinnacle.
Pinnacle
loading.
Yeah, so we are, that's the primary reason behind hopping from port to port.
Yes. Okay, so what I want to talk about is the onboard experience. Anytime somebody asks me about ships, I let them know smaller ships are small and intimate. And what this experience has been for us, we were on Enchantment, we left and went to other ports, but this back to back to back, we've been on this ship 3 cruises in a row. A lot of times people do a back to back. It's rare to do a back to back to back. And
but wait a minute. So they know what's coming up. We're actually going to have a back to back to back to back on the next episode. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But excuse me, with that, they get to know you and you get to know them. And let me just start off by saying, you find someone that's giving you great service, tip them.
Tip.
If you tip them,
it goes a long way.
I promise you. So let me give you an example, because I know I'm pretty sure people are like, who these people that was at the back of the line that just walked right by? Why?
Yeah.
Because I have a designated table already set for us.
Yeah.
For my breakfast and my dinner, I walk in and go. They see me walking in. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that we're carnivores. What does that mean? We eat only meat. And people often want to know, well, what is it that you eat? Meat. So every morning for breakfast, they have my 3 eggs and bacon, and his eggs and sausage with a side of bacon, our decaf coffee, and our water. It's like, they know. I don't have to repeat it. So I feel like I have a chef, I have a room attendant that keeps the room clean, I have unbelievable, remarkable service. I'm not saying you don't get that on other ships. I just noticed that on smaller ships, the service, the intimacy, because the crew is small, the ship is small, you really get to know them. And I love that. What about you?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that's really been impressive is the people that you encounter. We've run into people that, on Enchantment that remembered us when we were on Adventure a few days ago. They said, well, didn't we see you on Adventure? I said, yeah.
Because there are other people with casino offers that do, like, and most of them live in Florida.
Yeah.
We don't live in Florida. So if we come to Florida, we're going to make Florida count.
Right.
And that's where our Florida Triangle comes in.
Right. Right.
One of the last things I want to talk about is a few of the tips. So what makes the transition smooth for us? When I get on board, I go to customer service. I get them, first of all, I get my extra envelopes. That's number one, because at the end of every cruise, I don't care if I'm back to back, I'm leaving my people a tip. I don't make them wait to the very end. I tip as I go because they give me service as I go. I request early numbers for departure, right? Because I'm not carrying all them bags off. No. So what they do, they make sure that I get an early number, so I'm one of the first ones off. Not me, us. One of the first ones off the ship. And then that way we load up and then bam, we drive to the next port. That helps. Everything that you're looking for is actually here on the ship. The service, the ways for you to get in and out. And laundry has been a lifesaver for us, because that's another thing. So when we go to this 58-day stretch on this next outing, which we start in June, I will, number one, have less clothes, because I now understand my packing. Baby, I get a lot of them clothes in that bag. You ought to see that video. I'll tack it on, possibly a piece of it at the end. Maybe I will, or just go, or I'll put a link down in the description to get you, because I'll have a whole load and the bag is very small, but I get them all in there.
Yeah. It's all about balancing comfort and convenience.
Yeah.
And I think we've pretty much been able to corner that market, and making sure that we bring on all of the essentials while being comfortable at the same time. So
Yeah.
that's really key.
Let me just say, when he say comfort, some of the ships, for instance, this one, do a time change. So they're going to fall back and spring forward. Well, my husband works from here, and we need to know what time it is back at the office.
Right.
And so I have a clock up on the wall. That clock represents work for him. And then I have a small clock that I move up and back, and I can set the alarm, because we do get up. Listen, the gym is here, the track is here, the sunrise is here. Don't get me started. I'll get choked up on the life that I am currently living. And I get to do this with the man that I love the most. So this has been phenomenal. And thank you, honey, for providing such a life, because I tell you, I know that everybody might not be able to do this, but find your lane.
Yeah.
We're all of these are earned cruises by just having fun in the casino.
Yeah.
We don't chase it. If we don't get it, like this cruise, we didn't get a lot of points on here, and it's like, no, I'm not chasing it, because then I might as well have bought all the cruises. So this one is not going to be about the gambling. We will put together one that just really shows you our strategy, how we do, and you find what works for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and hopefully we run onto one of you guys on the ship.
Yeah. And if you do, please don't hesitate to reach out, ask any questions you may have. We're always willing to help.
Always.
We don't know everything, but what we do know, we will share. We will share.
We don't gatekeep.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Yeah.
we share the information.
That's right.
So until next time, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye, guys.